Moving back down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
So, role playing.
Woo!
Woo! Good. I believe you were about to shoot some Imperial fools in the back of the head.
Preferably.
Only if they hit. I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of missing involved.
Shoot at the back of Imperial Fool's head.
Yes.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
So, ranged heavy.
D4. Ranged heavy is for me 2 and 1.
2 yellows and 1 green, or
2 greens and 1 yellow.
2 greens and 1 yellow. You have the ambush set up, so I'm going to give you an advantage dice. Do you want to use any light side points?
I think I do, you know. I think I might use 1 light side point to
convert the green to another yellow.
Smash his face in D4.
Well, out probably shoot behind.
And it should actually mention this because I think we talked about it off mic. But when people use a light side point to do something that I don't consider particularly light side, I will use the dark side point it gives me at the next available opportunity. This is one of those scenarios because you're using it to shoot someone in the back of the head.
Yes, and it's not on stun either.
I take it you're shooting at the Navy Trooper, I take it.
Yes, so one of those.
Is that what I think it is? No, it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Oh yeah.
Just 4 successes.
Yeah.
Only 4.
Okay. So you hit. That much is certain. Now, what is the damage of the blaster rifle?
9.
And then you add 4 for the successes. So that's 13. And then his soak is 4, so that's 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You shoot the closest Navy trooper in the back, and he drops down dead.
That's effective.
Nice one.
It's very light side.
Completely dead.
Good job,
My-
light side.
My blaster pistol, which is the only thing I'm really trained to use, is set to stun, as
Okay.
I stated earlier.
Are you firing at the other Navy trooper? I assume.
If I have a clear shot.
Incidentally, there would have been 2 disadvantaged dice on that for the darkness, but because you've got those optical scope things,
I do
I
not.
took that out. But
have
you
an
do not.
scope
Yeah.
on my blaster pistol. But
Okay.
I will be using a light side point.
Okay.
So yeah, is that fine? Happy that?
Yeah, that's fine. So that's range light.
I've 1 point of range light and 2 in agility, so it's 1 of each.
One
Yellow
of
and green.
each.
But you're using
And
Destiny, you said.
but you're using a light side point, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 yellows, and that's the raw difficulty plus the darkness.
The darkness.
I see a dark.
What a great band.
Is this intrinsically evil? Or is it
No,
not so
I'm
bad?
stunning it.
The stun is not so bad.
No, he's stunning. It's fine.
Okay. I miss. With no. I got 2.
You just miss.
Yeah, just miss for 2 failures.
Okay. There's the sound of a stun round going off because I'm adhering to the New Hope canon that it does weird concentric circle things and a kind of noise. So there's that. And then we will go into combat rounds, I think. So everyone has to determine their initiative. So I'm going to need someone to make notes of initiative order for me.
Oh, I can do that.
And now you basically determine your initiative with either a cool or a vigilance check. It's up to you which one.
Oh well.
And yeah, and it's kind of how many successes people get. So let's just... Oh, yeah, this is actually quite difficult to know, I suppose. Because we need the number of successes, and then within if they're the same, then it's determined by triumphs, and then if they're the same, it's determined by advantages.
I can copy that down, fine.
Okay, so if we just have the 3, and then I guess we can do it. Justin has dice.
I've got my points for my vigilance check, which is 2 yellows and a green.
Sure. Yep.
And do I need anything else?
I don't think we need difficulty. No, it'll just be them, because you can't fail it, so I think it's just them.
4 successes and 2 advantage.
That's
4, 0, 2.
4, 0, 2, yep.
Okay, next person. Either cool or vigilance.
What do you have
Yeah,
there?
I've got 1 and a 1. So
Okay.
I've got 1 in cool. What is that?
2 successes and a triumph.
No, that'll just, if you've got 1 and 1, that'll just be 1 yellow, won't it?
Oh yeah.
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 So. No. 2 successes.
Okay. Sam,
2 green.
You want to go? 2 green.
I don't have to note down which skill they're using, do I?
No.
No.
3 advantage.
Could I have, where are we? 1 yellow and 2 green, please.
Sounds good, 2 green.
It's 2 success and 1 advantage.
And the Celestin.
I need another yellow.
Get you.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, I just have 2 yellow.
Oh.
No.
2 yellow, 2 green.
Yeah. 4 success.
I just need 1 green. Because I'm very cool and vigilant.
Just 1 success.
Just 1.
And the
Last.
Navy troopers get.
Sorry, was that just 1? Trooper, there's only 1 left.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Navy trooper gets 2 successes, and the freighter crew get. Oh, they have the same roll.
How many?
No, that was it, just 1.
No, I meant how many crewmen are there? I thought it was just 1.
There's 2.
Okay.
There's 1 Navy trooper and 2 crewmen.
Okay.
And the crewmen get 1 triumph and 2 advantages. So based on that, who just has the most raw successes? I think 2 people had 4, didn't they?
Shabba did
it's-
4.
Yeah.
Amos
I've
and-
got 4. He's got 4. But he's got 2 extra things.
So he's first.
So Amos is first.
Okay, so Justin, what are you doing?
I,
The way this works, incidentally, each round you can perform unlimited incidentals, which are like really small things, 1 maneuver, or 2 by spending 2 strain, and 1 action. I've got a little list of maneuvers and actions up there, so that's kind of the thing you can do. Yeah.
I believe that D4 is about to seeing him just ending a man's life, which I wasn't fully prepared for. You know, it's fine. I expected it. I think that,
Fine.
I think that I will be targeting workers because I'd rather they didn't. I'd rather stun a worker and then not have his brains blown out because he's
Yeah.
a worker, not a soldier.
Okay. Yeah.
And let him blow some soldiers' brains out who was
No, yeah,
that's their
sure.
job.
That's good.
So I'm gonna stun the nearest worker.
And are you going to use because aim is a maneuver, so you could aim and fire.
Yes. Then I was going to say if moving closer would make the shot easier, then but I don't think it will. So
Sure.
as in, so I assume aiming would be the thing that would make the shot easier more than moving towards them.
Yeah. No, yeah, it would.
Now aim and fire.
Okay.
Without like spending a light side point.
In that case, what's your range light?
1 with 2 in agility, so it's 1 green, 1 yellow.
Yeah. And then that's the difficulty. You still get the darkness, but because you aimed, you get a boost.
Thank you. Okay, big dice roll coming up. I got 5 successes.
Whoa.
But a threat.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So 5 successes. How does stun work? That's, I presume, it just does strain damage.
Should we assume it does the same damage to strain?
Yeah.
So-
Having said that, they don't have listings for the amount of strain on the stats of the
I would
crew
assume it's the
members.
same as wound.
Yeah, should we
which
just-
is
10 plus
me, it
will.
says.
10 plus
Is it
will.
the same?
Mine's
It's
11
10 plus will.
Mine's 11 plus will.
Mine's 10.
Are your wound and strain roughly the same?
Yes, we're the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll assume theirs is the same as well then.
Well,
In which case,
are they humans? Because my wound and strain aren't the same. My
It's based
strain
on
is
brawn.
better.
It's based
Oh,
on
it's
brawn
Brawn
and
and
will.
will.
yeah. But if they're roughly
It's like,
approximate,
yeah.
then we'll just use the same.
Cool.
In which case, you do
5 damage
plus
plus
your
4
successes.
4 successes.
Yeah. So you do 9 stun damage. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 stun damage.
Because they're well, you actually do 7 because of their soak. But in either case, you've stunned one of them.
Well, I
He,
stunned
he
one.
drops to the ground, prone, completely insensible.
How's one crit?
1 crits by achieving an equal number of advantage symbols to your critical rating on your weapon.
Okay, right. Which I didn't do.
Which you didn't do. And in fact, you got a threat. Now, advantage and threat in combat works slightly different to outside combat in that there is a chart that we can use.
Handy.
Yes.
Heard of it.
Should we not be halving them if we're using a chart?
Probably not.
But we are halving them. What?
But we probably
If
shouldn't.
there's a chart specifically for them.
Then it's not as disadvantageous to. So within combat, we don't halve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See how it looks.
that's what I'm
See how it
saying.
Does
looks.
that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone went yeah. So that sounds that's fine. In which case you roll the threat. So let's see. There's a threat here I can spend.
2
And
threats,
just as an example,
presumably.
or did you get 2 threats?
This
or
was
1
my.
threat?
That was my roll that I got.
So you actually got 3.
I got 3 threat, but I've got.
But you got an advantage. So you got 2 threat. Okay. So for your 2 threat, an opponent may immediately perform 1 free maneuver, or add a boost to the targeted character's next check. He's stunned. We're not going to do that. Or the active character or an allied character suffers an extra difficulty on their next action. Then we'll go for that one.
Okay. Me or D4.
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Good.
Yeah. I'll say that. In fact, I'll say it's your next action because the stun round causes quite a flash in the darkness, and because you're not using a scope, that means you're a little bit blinded by it, basically.
I'm happy with that.
Cool. So who's next? The Celestin?
Hmm.
So you're halfway up Gantry. You can hear blaster fire starting on the other side of the cargo module.
Can I see like light?
You saw the flash of blaster fire, yeah, and a stun round.
And we have scopes. Which allows
Yeah.
us to see, go through the darkness.
Yes. Do you want to have a look with your scope?
They're probably pretty far away, aren't they?
Yeah, but you could definitely get some kind of idea from looking
And
through
we've
the
got
scope.
Great
And to
weapons.
scope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will look through the scope and see what I see.
Okay. Basically, you see a small Imperial patrol. 2 of them are already on the ground. And you see kind of blaster fire coming from a series of crates over on the far side. In fact, tell you what, give us a perception roll.
Okay.
I don't think I have very good perception.
You probably
You
want
know
the
other
difficulty
stuff
with
as
that.
well.
Yeah.
Whoop. And we'll give you an advantage because of your height. Well, not your height, you know.
1
Oh, yeah.
fail, and that is
Okay, then you don't. Yeah, you don't know who it is fighting.
okay.
I mean, you assume some of your team, but yeah.
I will just shoot at the patrol with my rifle.
Okay, the one who looks like he's military, or the one who looks like he's a crewman.
The military one.
Okay.
Still alive.
Not stun.
Heroes of the
Okay, let's
Rebellion.
have a look at the various ranges here. Yeah, Heroes of the Rebellion. Just because I know what range yours is, but let's have a quick look at what range you might be at.
Could take his head off.
Because short range is several meters, so you're at that range. Medium is several dozen meters, and long range is farther than a few dozen meters.
Oh my god.
That doesn't really help me. So a few dozen meters is about 60 meters, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
You said it was 100 feet across.
100 feet. What's that in meters? Anyone?
That's 30.
About 3 feet to the meter?
30
30 meters.
How many? Sorry?
5 meters?
It's 30 yards. So that's about.
About 35 meters.
No,
So let's say-
yours are shorter, about 25.
Let's say it's medium then.
Okay. Well, the
So
rifle's
it's
long.
ranged heavy.
Yeah.
3 difficulty dice.
Okay.
Do you need one?
I need a green and a purple.
And I'll actually give you a boost for your height advantage.
You need another
Because,
I
you
need
know,
another
XCOM.
green. One more green. This is agility.
All of our American listeners are going like, oh guys, can't you convert between yards and meters and
No.
feet and...
All our American listeners.
They will. We're so big in America.
Yeah. It's just 4 advantages.
4 advantages. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You distract them or something like that, you know.
I think it's safe to say that's a positive effect.
I would have crit if I.
There's
did that.
actually nothing for 4 advantages.
What?
It's
So you'll just get like a 3 and a 1 together, I guess. So you can choose from any of these things: deep breath, Negates the targeted enemy's defensive bonuses. I suggest you don't do that because they don't have any.
And I haven't hit them.
Yeah. Ignore. Yeah, but you might put them off guard
Okay.
or like because defenses can be things like a shield. So you might have like hit their shield generator but not caused any damage to them. Something like that. Ignore penalising environmental effects until the end of your next turn. You don't have any because you've got the scope. When dealing damage to a target, that's not it. Gain +1 melee or range defense until the end of the active characters until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
So you could say you're like crouching behind,
let's
so
go
you
with
get
that.
some extra defense. The other one is force the target to drop a melee or ranged weapon they're wielding.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you want, you could just hit the trooper's gun and
I'll go for that one.
it flies out of his grasp. Yeah, and you also can get one of these. Recover 1 strain. Add a boost die to the next allied active character's check. Notice a single important point in the ongoing conflict. Inflict a critical injury with a successful attack. That's not going to happen. Or activate a weapon quality, which I don't think you have, so that's not going to happen. So I'd say the boost die.
Yeah, I agree.
The
Boost
next allied character's check would probably be a good one.
So the Navy guy drops his weapon.
And the Navy guy
next
drops his
guy
weapon.
gets a boost.
Yeah. So, who got 3 successes?
What?
Susan.
No one got 3 successes, I got 2, and the highest amount of advantages.
Okay. So, Susan.
So it's me. I'm going to move round the boxes to try and pop out behind where the patrol are.
Okay. You're not entirely sure where they are at the moment because you're so secreted away. Are you trying to do this sneaky stealthily? If you're just dashing out roughly in the direction of the gunfire, you can do that as a maneuver, but you might end up in a really inopportune place. If you want to do it creepily, that's more of an action, so that'll kind of be your turn, but you'll probably be in a good situation if you...
What? Limited.
You can also exchange an action for a maneuver. So I'll say you can either use an action to do it sneakily, or you can exchange your action for a maneuver and do it sneakily without having to make a roll. But then you don't have anything.
Can I say what I was planning to do?
Yeah.
And then be advised. I was planning on rushing out and drawing my knife and then like holding one of them as a shield to the other and holding my knife to his neck.
You're
Would that
just
be a
way
rush?
away from the conflict.
Okay.
That's not going to happen this round.
Yeah.
You could be in a position where you could see what's happening, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many crates and stuff that you're just kind of moving. So are you going to do that
I'll
stealthily?
spend the action as maneuver
Yeah.
to move stealthily.
Cool, yeah, no problem. So you
Yeah.
just basically move around. You're now in a position where you're basically... Those two are over quite near the doorway. The trooper and the crewman are kind of between you and them. And you're kind of peeking around the side of a crate with your knife drawn.
Okay.
Because the knife drawing is an incidental, so... Yep, so who else got 2?
D4 and the trooper got completely level in all the rolls. So I
Okay,
don't know
then
what Decider is.
PC always comes first, so...
Look, I'm going to aim for the Navy guy, even though he's got no weapon. Shame to go anyway.
Light
Okay.
side point.
Well, in that case. So that's a ranged heavy, yeah?
Yes, that's 2 green, 1 yellow.
2 green, 1 yellow. Now, you give him a boost die, presumably by call, like... We'll just say the boost is because has no weapon, so he's distracted. The difficulty is 2, but... Dark side point. And that increases this purple one to that red one. Our first red die.
Thank you.
And fearsome it is as well. So that's 2. He succeeded though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Success.
So 1 advantage, 4 successes, down to 3 successes. All the advantages are mitigated. So just 1 success.
2, 3.
2 success.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, just 1 success, surely.
1,
No,
2,
2
3,
successes.
4, Down to 3.
I'm confused.
3 successes, nothing else.
So 3 successes, nothing else. There we go. Got there in the end.
It's not
Right, so what's the damage on your blaster rifle?
9.
That's 12.
Soak.
Soak, yeah, their wound threshold's 5, so yeah. You gun down an innocent, you gun down an unarmed man.
Excellent.
He drops to the ground.
Actually, no longer gets a turn.
No.
He's dead.
Good job pointing that out. Is there any kind of intimidate thing for this guy who's just been jumped in the
You'll
dark?
have to roll a panic check.
By 2 guys with
Escort and
guns.
just been blown away.
It's Tim. So it's not the. Where does the crew member come in it?
Crew member comes after him.
Okay.
As he has already started shooting, I will also get my scope rifle, and I will fire a stun.
Okay.
At
The remaining crew member.
Aren't you like a mile away?
Yeah, he's not going to have a good time with this probably.
No. I need 1 green.
I gave him a height advantage, so I'll give you a height
That's
advantage as
precisely
well.
why I'm using a stun, because if I miss,
Yeah.
it could go very wrong.
If you hit me,
Yeah, if you got loads of threat, I might have you hit Susan in the back.
This is
What?
going to go wrong.
I want him to hit me and then have his restraining bolt cause him to shut down.
And 2 threats.
What? No!
So I hit.
Okay.
11 damage.
We'll say that you so you hit and did how many
11.
stun damage? 11 stun damage. The other crew members stunned down. So that'll be the last. We'll drop out of combat now, but you forgot to prime. Basically, the gas canister was slightly out of place, and you don't know enough about weapons to click it back into place, which means there's a stun discharge in your immediate area as you do that as well, which causes you... Oh, I don't know. Let's say... Well, it was two threats, so let's just use 2. Nothing. It's fine.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable, yeah, and you have, like...
Do I feel
the
this?
magazine that you have is now unusable, it's overloaded.
Do I feel this weird stuff?
Oh yeah, you do. It kind of... You go... Whoa,
Like a static
it's
shock
fine.
kind of thing.
Yeah, like a static shock, but it doesn't seem to really do anything, but... Yeah. It's unpleasantly like being hit with a stun round, but it doesn't actually cause anything. And then we're out of combat.
God damn it, 5 XK.
D4, do you have any idea how long these guys will be out for? Apart from the ones that, you know, don't.
Well, I could adjust that if you're concerned about how long.
No. No.
D4, did you kill both? You killed both the Navy
both the
troopers?
Navy guys, yeah.
Right, okay, consider your duty for the mission upheld. His duty is combat superiority.
Oh, it is.
And I wouldn't have normally said, because it's quite a small combat, but he killed both of them, so...
Yeah, completely.
Are they wearing any sort of dog tags or anything on them?
Yeah, they are.
Well, I'm sorry.
Good guys,
I punch over them and take their tags.
I do, just say that's just it. To you. But that's fine, because you're a robot with no humanity. But yeah. But yeah, I do ask, do you know how long these guys will be out for?
I presume it'd be like 12 hours or something.
Perhaps.
Yeah, people who are stunned are out for a length of time that is appropriate to the story.
They won't pose an immediate threat.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
They can be revived if you want, quite easily, but I think, the idea is they're stunned for hours.
I'm going to search them for, firstly, any comms, particularly open comms that may be on them, and also any information on datapad or access keys that they may have on them.
They all have comlinks. None of them are open.
Good.
The one of the dead troopers has like an ident card.
Nice.
What's his name?
No, it doesn't have a name.
Oh.
Like, not for him.
None of us
Just,
know names.
I'm not trying to get like the harrowing thing is Star Wars. It's
Well,
only
I got
Star
2
Wars.
kids!
No, it's just like a pass, like an ident pass.
Okay. I'm going to ask you if it's the sort of thing that he will be automatically triggered if it's...
Have you guys come down now?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to go down, but I'm going to get more replacement cartridges.
Before you go down, I'm going to be like, look, you put the canister in like this. It's easy. Just put it in,
Just twist and click.
and then you don't stun everyone around you. Please.
This unit is unaccustomed to firing rapidly. Yeah,
I love how you haven't cooled down to check if we're okay, or you don't have
Well, we've got
out.
scopes.
You're just
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a
I like the
replacement
idea of you
cartridge.
two pointing a gun at me.
And then yeah, I'm gonna go over.
I
Yeah.
now remove myself from the hiding place.
Which one of you made that amazing?
Victory!
Which one of you made that amazing shot to shoot that gun out that guy's hand?
Me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, no problem.
So I'm
But
gonna
I
ask
notice you still killed him, you know, whatever.
Well,
5xk. The ident card. Is this the sort of thing that if we use it, it'll be flagged as his? Like someone will be able to keep track of where he is.
Yeah. Is this ident card the sort of thing that could...
You don't really know.
That's why I was
You
asking.
can't read it because you're not an ident card reader. But don't have an ident card reader module on the end of one of your tentacles. You don't. Well, let's make a random knowledge roll at least. If you could give me a. Is there kind of like an education?
it would have to. If it's an education
There's
one, but
education, core worlds, warfare...
it would have, I would think it was a computer's role with intelligence.
Yeah,
But it's not computers.
It's not really computers.
I'd say it's an education role.
Okay, then I need 5 green.
Fucking hell.
I don't have all the dice here, so if someone could pass him 2 green
There you are.
Thank you.
and 3 purple,
Yes,
please.
Thank you. 3 purple.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want to take the other ones back?
I would love to.
One success and 1 advantage.
Okay. It's literally a swipe card.
Okay.
You remember seeing a card reader at the far end of the ventral tunnels, back in the cargo bay.
Right.
So maybe this is a swipe card that can get you into the ventral tunnels.
This swipe card will allow us access to the ventral tunnels. This unit does not know if they will be able to track its movement.
So assume they will, because that's the safest course.
But we are expecting these guys to be moving about anyway.
Where were they going? That's the question.
Well, we
quick,
can't ask them.
quick check for the Imperial workers tend to be almost exclusively always human, right?
Oh yeah.
Space races.
And also, a lot of their... I mean, the guard uniforms are ruined, covered in blood.
Yeah.
The work uniforms, we've got those already, we're wearing them. Oh, no,
No,
we're
you
wearing-
have-
we're
We
wearing
got
you
dock
have
uniforms.
the base.
Yeah, you have the
Yeah.
Martel Station dock workers uniforms.
Yeah, I'm-
Those aren't Imperial dock.
I'm more than
work
happy to
uniforms.
change uniforms with this guy, but I do think we should be taking their bodies, shoving them in the air vents, and be going on with something else.
I'm
If
amused at the
there's-
thought that you changed the thing with the guy. So in other words, you put then your clothes back on him, so he doesn't get cold while he's stunned.
We don't know what's in the air vents, and also I don't really want to drag these basically bodies up that flight of
So
stairs.
you want us just to walk around the corridors where all the Imperial guards are?
I did not say that.
Right.
Just put them in one of the boxes.
That's probably the best plan.
Does very
Preferably the dead people and the living people in 2 separate boxes.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but sure.
I concur.
Whatever. Okay. Maybe we'll do.
So we move.
I just saw some guys get shot in the face.
What
We-
weapons
You get
do
used
the
to it.
troopers have?
Blaster rifles.
Okay.
So we want to move them all so they're at least not obviously visible. That's
If I
fine.
have blaster pistol, I'll take one of
It
those.
might be pistol. I don't know. I will just check now.
If they have pistols, I
They
would
have.
have one.
You've already got one.
I've got a light blaster pistol. If I could get a regular one, would be nice.
They have a thing that they have, which is a blaster pistol. It just says blaster pistol.
That's better than what I've got.
Um,
It's not a shame job.
The damage is 6 for reference.
Yeah.
So if it's damage 6, critical 3, range medium.
But it's light, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
will
yeah, range light.
Then I
Yeah.
will take one of those.
I've got one of those too.
Scavenging from the dead.
No, yes.
No. Yes.
They're not technically dead.
Yeah, they are.
They were
not.
taking
Who
out two
killed them?
Oh, they're dead. I thought
Who
these were
killed
crew
them?
members.
Definitely
No,
dead.
no, the
Okay.
crew members don't have guns.
Okay.
No, they're just crewmen. They're just workers.
I thought the other guys
just
had
manual labourers
I thought the
doing
other
their
guys had
job.
rifles.
We didn't kill them.
No, the other guys have blaster. I said rifles and then I checked and they have pistols.
Okay.
Do the crew members have any useful tools?
No. So I take it we're hiding the
Yeah.
bodies
Hide them
in
somewhere
crates.
that's not going to kill them, but is out of the way.
Okay.
I
You
will,
managed to find some space in crates and dump them in there.
I will assist in hiding the bodies, but that's how I'm getting the opportunity to relieve them of pistols.
Yeah.
So I'm now wearing the work uniform.
Okay.
Which made sense, yeah.
You are an Imperial bot anyway, and so can walk around pretty much with impunity.
I wouldn't go that far, but sure.
Did
Float around with
either of the
impunity.
uniforms have probably not a mask, but at least like a hat or a helmet?
The troopers both have like hats.
Does it obscure the face in any way, or
No.
are they like the dome?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't, especially now there's a big hole in
They're
it.
not even they're not even the dome things. They're just like caps.
Okay.
Wear it over your face.
So if you somehow had a spare Imperial Naval Troop uniform on you, this hat would be useful.
Or an Imperial Naval Troop face. That's a
Oh my god!
This is not going to take a direction I'm not very comfortable with if you start slicing the faces off.
Okay,
In which case, do you and maybe 5XK want to go out and find Nur, bring him back here, or just something?
Surprised
Like
that
none of
worked.
us, no one else can really leave here apart from maybe D4 because
you can leave
he's
by
a
the
fish,
fence.
I'm a cat, and God knows what he is.
Weird melty
Yeah,
face,
you can-
melty face mouse.
But you can, I would suggest maybe even take D3 or 4 and go through the vents.
Beautiful.
Like, I mean, I don't know what is in there, but it's probably just some mice or something. Space mice.
we got some blasters.
Exactly.
The
You've
rest-
got long range blasters and you can
He who
find space.
controls the mice controls the universe.
Yeah. But I guess I'm plumb out of ideas, so if you guys have an idea, I'd love it.
Sorry.
I'm plumb out of ideas, so...
Uh,
I mean, we can just, like you say, continue. Basically, we either continue on through the vents, or if we want to speed things up a bit and think we can manage it, just take the thing down below.
I haven't been impressed by the security on this vessel so far, I have to say.
Yeah, you handled them pretty easily.
They were no
we
chance.
handled 4 of them taken by surprise pretty easily.
Yeah.
2 of them
with
didn't
6
carry-
of us.
With 6 of us.
We can't run through the main access tunnel for this entire ship all the way. There's no way.
It has like a vehicle that,
You saw skiffs in the.
yeah.
So you want to now fly through there,
Does anyone have
shooting
any
I'm
binders?
just
everyone.
saying it's an option.
Does anyone have any binders?
I don't think we can just go through the middle of the ship.
Where are
without
you taking
everyone
this
knowing
Mon Calamari?
Yeah.
But then the only option is the vents.
Yes.
I think so.
We continue through the vents.
I think
Yes.
so.
What about the 3 people who aren't speaking? Well, the 2 droids and the person who aren't speaking.
I think we should proceed with much haste. I think going back into the vents would detract from our objective.
This unit agrees with the other droid. Going through the vents has already taken 3 hours. This unit would prefer not to spend more time inside vents with some form of vent creatures.
Okay.
Did you find out how many crew were on the ship?
No.
You just, okay.
Well, it's 2 less now,
How
I can tell you that
about
much.
you and 5XK go in front to scope out the area and see how safe it is
And if I
for the
whistle...
rest of us. Yeah.
Or just come back.
Are we going to try and get to the command center to try and take control, or are we going to try and find Nur?
We're trying to find more information about Nur. I think, we wouldn't have been told by our superiors about it unless people thought there'd be some kind of ability to kind of strong arm him, change his view, push him one way or another. We're going to find out what the dirt is on him.
So my impulse would be for you and anyone that can move around freely, which is that.
Him.
Him.
Aw.
Apologies.
Aw.
Something.
Him
That
to
That, yeah.
go out, gather information,
Yeah.
try and find something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't really trust either of you to go and gather information. So,
We have comms.
this unit is offended by any assertions.
Okay.
okay, I don't trust him to go out and gather information.
I'm not completely sure we have time to just be gathering information. We've already taken off. We could jump to hyperspace
We
Yeah.
could jump
Just
to hyperspace
at
anytime.
any moment and then just be pretty screwed.
Yeah, but also all the things that can follow us can jump to hyperspace. And can follow us.
I mean, like we have to stop this ship before it jumps to hyperspace.
Yeah.
Isn't that like our goal?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
No.
no.
The goal is for it to be in hyperspace, and then you drop out of hyperspace by
Okay.
changing the coordinates.
Okay. How long are things usually in hyperspace for?
Quite some time.
Okay. So we don't have to rush.
And you're not in hyperspace yet.
Okay. Then disregard everything I just said.
Okay, yeah, because I'm also because I'm not a seasoned space traveller in real life, don't really know how it
What?
works. So
Yeah.
I know I do play 2 games in which I'm a seasoned space traveller, but neither of those games do I have.
You don't feel that those qualify you to...
Look, just my 8 in astrogation in a game
For God's sake.
that is not this one doesn't actually qualify me at all. Anyway,
So you guys go ahead, see what's going on.
yeah. Are you going to be
sense.
following or are you going to be staying put?
We'll come to
We'll
the
stay
entrance
put for
way.
now, I think. But Raids is on the comms if you need us.
I think we need to follow, stay close,
Yeah. stay
and then
close.
just follow behind them when they tell us the coast is clear.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll do that.
Are we trying to? Should we try and get to the other cargo module? Try and find the.
I was assuming
Whatever
we're
his
just
name is.
gonna gradually
Yeah.
progress up the ship with 5XK and Amos scouting the way.
Well, we're very close to the command module now. We'd have to
I-
go backwards to
No,
get
we
to
didn't.
it.
No.
We're at the
no.
back of the ship.
Oh, I thought we were. Okay.
No, we're at the back of the
I thought
ship.
we would. Okay, sorry. I obviously have a worse sense of direction than the waffle.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
Right. I say we advance up to the next cargo module then,
Okay.
with
let's
you
go.
2 going ahead.
This unit is excited by the incoming challenges.
Okay. So I take it you're approaching the doorway that they came through?
Yeah, and I'm as best I can hiding my now regular blaster pistol.
Okay. So is it just the 2 of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Primarily.
Okay. I take it you're carrying the ident of the...
Yeah.
Pick
Let's say that.
Okay.
Warm.
So the doorway opens. It's an elevator.
I wish I knew more about things.
Wish I knew how elevators were.
Where are we going, 5XK?
We are heading towards the ventral shaft,
There is only one button to press on it, though.
which is why I'm particularly long-suffering sigh when I say where we're heading.
Alright, let's step in.
Okay. And you're triggering it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are there any
You-
cameras in this thing?
Any cameras?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
It's starting to sound like Susan now.
Good.
It glides down, not much of a distance, and doors open. Through the doors, you look straight into a room that's like a security compartment. So there's a fair few consoles and kind of things like that. Wandering about it and kind of working at the consoles are 4 crew members, just kind of working the controls, and standing at the back, kind of talking to each other quietly, are 2 Navy troopers who have pistols slung on their hips. None of them have really turned around and noticed you yet.
That's fine. We will move just along. Is it like so? There's a central room. Do we have to go through that room to get anywhere?
Yes, at the far end of the room is basically a closed set of blast doors.
And that's where the 2 troopers are.
Yeah,
That's where the what are?
The 2 troopers.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's a room, and at the end of the room is blast doors, and in between are a load of security consoles and 4 crew members and 2 troopers.
Should we just head boldly through the blast doors?
This unit concurs with the plan.
We nod and do and just walk confidently through the room.
I'm looking like I belong.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. You get about 4 paces in when one of the crew members kind of looks up and says, "Who the hell are you?"
What? Okay, it's bad.
The troopers kind of both look over and look startled, and draw their blaster pistols and say, "Identify yourself, and what is this droid?"
Can I use a destiny point to be convincing? Or something like to say I am?
Well, they're for luck and Deus Ex, so no, you can't use it to just be.
Okay.
Unless you were
Not
going.
luck.
Oh, were you going to make a roll?
I was going to try and use it narratively,
But that's got to be for just like luck and Deus Ex, which isn't really that they just believe you. That wouldn't be lucky. That'd be silly.
Console explodes.
A bit much.
The ship suddenly crashes and everyone except us dies.
Heart attack.
Are you visibly flustered at this point?
I probably are a
Okay,
little
then
bit, yeah.
I'm just going to lead. This unit was transferred in order to conduct security evaluations of the ship.
Are you going to back him up in this?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. What's your
Deception?
Cunning and deception is 1 green, 1 yellow.
Yeah. Deception? So what's your cunning and deception?
My cunning deception is 1 green, 1 yellow.
In what way round?
In what way around?
I have 2 in cunning and
So
1
we're
deception.
exactly the same.
Right. So it's just going to be 1 green, 1 yellow, no matter what.
Could I
But
use
someone's
Destiny
assistant.
to upgrade the green, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got a feeling we're going to need
Oh, yeah.
with this grand plan.
No.
of yours.
Well, this wasn't my plan. My plan was something else. So I was like, I just don't know what to do.
Oh dear.
A lot of dice.
Have all those purples.
Thanks. Ooh, okay.
Is it a
Failure, but with an oh no. No! Triumph. Just triumph. That is all I have.
That is the total thing.
Yeah.
There's a triumph, so success with an
No,
advantage.
just the triumph.
The triumph is a success.
Yep, the success was
Oh,
comes
so
out.
just the advantage.
It's just the triumph advantage.
Yeah.
And don't even know how to pass that.
hell.
Okay. What? Oh, God's sake. What happens is that basically the troopers just start advancing on you with pistols drawn and aimed at you. But as they get about 10 feet away from you, the ship kicks into hyperspace, and everyone, completely unprepared for this, not having read the hyperspace warnings on their consoles, kind of does a Star Trek style whoa and kind of topples over to one side, except for you two, who for some reason do not
Spotted.
do that, giving you a potential moment to retreat.
We can't really retreat at this point.
Get back in the
Can you
elevator.
not?
Press the button.
Yeah, because I'll alert secure alert.
Well, okay. Oh, you can just kill all 6 of them. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Why not?
Well, we could at least stun people or shoot people, and then none of the workers have guns at that point.
And none of them will raise the alarm, I'm sure.
Well, we're threatening guns in their face. I don't know. At this point, I'm really like at my ideas.
I love that I've just given you the chance for an advantage to retreat, and you're like, no retreat, no surrender.
2v6.
Yeah, should we
easy.
just retreat then, 5xk?
Yeah.
Everyone's walking
Now
around.
this is what we're saying, but yes.
Yeah.
I'm immediately heading back into a lift.
And going up and going, that was a terrible idea.
Floating rapidly.
Okay, back into the elevator and presumably pressing the button rather quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, the elevator comes up, the doors open, and you presumably exit at speed.
Yeah, and shoot the control panel. Because that,
Okay.
that works in New Hope. That works in New Hope.
No, yeah.
What
So
happened?
we see you running out.
Yeah,
of the
just back in the vents like
Yeah.
I said the first time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we see you running out
I
shooting the
wasn't
control
sure that was
panel.
going to happen.
Yeah.
As you all get to the kind of base of the gantry, some kind of loud alarm starts going off.
Cool.
Of course it does.
Well, this has gone well.
Okay, I presume you dash back up all the way to the top and get inside the vents. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. It's just like, it's like
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's all fine.
Just do it.
So you head back up and get in the vents and presumably dash into them quite a way before you.
And close the vents behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
This unit is unimpressed by the state of affairs.
I can thoroughly agree, 5xk. So who's leading the way?
What happened down there?
Well, they were like, "Who are you?" Quite obviously, because we obviously were the people who were supposed to, who are the people who work on this ship. And then they started pulling guns, and then we didn't die because we were really cool.
Okay.
And then we left.
There was a security station. We were unable to proceed.
You didn't even attempt to attack any of them?
Oh, we thought about it, but then we thought better of it.
You should have taken with you.
How many people are down there?
Just two the naval guards and a few workers.
Okay.
Given that neither I nor 5XK are particularly the world's most competent professional hardened soldiers.
Yeah, this guy almost stunned me earlier. Firing his own stun gun.
This unit successfully stunned a crew member.
Quite right, 5XK.
Anyways, it's
We
all.
can't, we can't all be fancy pistoliers like you shooting guns out of everyone's hands.
Move instead of.
Yeah, well, I'm
standing
assuming we
there.
are rolling.
It's like
Crash
who
towards
is
the
leading the
region.
way because someone's going to navigate through the tunnels rather before we get lost. So
Shall I lead this time with my actual
Please.
spaceship knowledge?
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
I'll kind of
I'll
take
show
the
you
lead.
my data
Okay.
pad.
Yeah,
It helps
yeah,
as
it's
well.
data pad.
So,
With speed.
where are you trying to go?
I feel like now subtlety is kind of out the window and we just need to kill everyone.
Command center.
Well, they kind of know we're here, so
oh my god, straight to
Command
command
center.
center.
short of
Yeah.
getting access to the terminal and literally turning off the alarm and then making sure everyone forgets we're here. They know we're here. So
Unless-
head straight for the command center.
Unless there's like cargo bay happens to carry like a WMD, which we can use to
How many explosives
blow
do you
everything
have?
up with.
Not enough.
We've
got the
Okay, so straight to the command center.
Yeah.
As subtly as possible, but probably not subtly now.
Can you set up some sort
Quickly
of
as possible.
trap to cover the vent?
The the vent we just entered through.
No, let's just leave. Let's just
No.
go as soon
It's
as we
going to take
can.
any time, it's not worth it.
Like they
Yeah,
won't
might
know
take
where
it.
we'll have gone if we leave now. But if they are just behind our heels, they'll be behind our
Have
heels.
the lights
anyway.
gone off? That were in the vent.
Do we
No,
Oh god.
but that only leads back to halfway back to where you came
They'll
from.
show pretty clearly which vent we've got in, I'd imagine.
Maybe.
Like yeah, but that they can't fix that now. Let's get navigating.
Smashing lights on the way past.
So where are you trying to go?
Up to the command center.
Straight up to the command center.
Yeah,
Okay.
through the vent.
So what's your space piloting with intelligence?
It's 1 green, 2 yellow.
So you have 3 intelligence and 2 space piloting. Okay.
You're more intelligent than I thought.
Boost for my data pad.
Okay. Oh dear. Come on. Oh my god.
Stick with vents for hours.
2 failures. Then nothing. Yeah, that's it. Just 2 failures.
Yeah, you don't really know where you're going. You don't even know where you are.
Can I have because I'm sick of being in the vents? Can I spend a force point to in some way add some Deus Ex Machina or something that we find assigned pointing toward the command
Sure.
center or
Sure.
something of that like? Good.
No, that's absolutely fine.
There's now a lot of
As
dark
you
side points.
kind of
He doesn't need them.
as you
No,
kind
he
of
doesn't.
wander, you're completely lost. But as you're wandering down a tunnel, you come across a maintenance, yet another maintenance entrance, basically to the tunnels. It doesn't look like where you just came. Like it's none of the ones that you've already been through.
Okay, being the first person there, can I have a look out of it and see what it looks like outside of it?
Yes, give me a perception roll,
Yeah,
please.
Perception's probably terrible.
20 fails.
No, I have one.
I got blind. Your eyes fall
One green,
out.
1 yellow.
Yellow.
20 pounds and 17 threat. Your eyes fall out, triggering all the alarms.
Okay, that was that.
That's a lot of good things.
Yeah, there's a triumph, which is my only success, but no fails, and 3
Extra
advantages.
advantages. That's the one, yeah.
Well, it's halved, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's
So
one
two
away.
advantages.
But plus a triumph.
Yeah.
And the success.
I know what this is.
Are alarms still going?
No, they're not. They stopped a while after you. But what there is, you kind of look out, and it looks basically like an individual passenger compartment. There's a bed and kind of a chair and a screen on the wall. The screen is on. It's showing some kind of space equivalent of daytime television. There's also a table that is kind of overflowing with some really nice fruit and food and kind of delicacies and very good. Whoever it is obviously being very well treated. And who it is sat in a chair watching the space equivalent of daytime television, and they're wearing a Rebel Alliance uniform.
Interesting. What is it? What do you guys make of this? Shuffle up. Everyone looks out the face.
Everyone just sits little, and then a droid kind of going.
That's a great television show.
Well, we were told that this Robin Zale was on board. Perhaps we've again found ourselves lost and wandered up in somewhere that was actually conveniently great, or something. We're lucky people, apparently. Or
Where do you
something.
look for the force is with us?
No, none of us say that.
He doesn't exactly look like a prisoner to my eyes.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
He definitely does not look like a prisoner.
It's
Does he seem to be quite happy with what
He seems perfectly content. He's
the
popping grapes into his mouth with his feet up on a footstool.
The data port said that. Sorry, when what was it like a covered? It was a like a roster or something.
Yeah, like a manifest.
The manifest stated that they couldn't find appropriate lodging, so perhaps they don't have like a prison bay or
They've given him
holding
Yeah.
cell.
and
Why all the
TV?
food and yeah.
They're looking
I don't
after
know.
him.
Should we just go? Look, I'm tired. Look, we're not
Like
getting
you
anywhere
go-
with this
do you want me
this
to go
vent
and
call
talk to
in. Well, I'm just bust in.
Just
you
come
know.
casually out the vent.
I would.
You could probably try and sneak out the vent. The television's actually fairly loud.
If you could. Open
Is he looking? What direction is he looking?
It's kind of actually 2 rooms,
Okay.
and you're actually a vent in the bathroom, and you're looking out there, and then in the far room is him, and he is sat like at an angle away from you.
Okay.
Someone open this vent for me.
I will try.
Saboteur slash vent open shutter.
Your primary
I-
job so far.
Does-
Vent opening.
Does the vent actually require much technical skill to open silently?
No.
Let's just open it then.
I mean, I couldn't open the other vent at all. Like.
Yeah. Because you were like, oh, I want to open it like in a special way, but you can just press a button and it slides open.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that you just said.
It's great that we haven't really
Yeah.
asked these questions first, rather than like going off assuming the whole game.
Okay.
So we open the vent. I want to. How the television is quite loud, so
Mhm.
I don't really need to sneak.
Yeah, you'll still need to sneak, but it'll be easy.
Okay. I want to draw my knife, sneak to the doorway, see if make sure he's the only one in there, and then
Okay.
sneak up behind him. And
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Just as
No.
just as a broad suggestion here,
Mm.
Sam may want to be involved in some way.
Okay. I follow behind.
What race is this
Close
guy?
to
See,
you.
what Neil is doing is immediately checking your duty.
I didn't have any points in duty. I didn't think I had.
No, it doesn't. But
Okay.
everyone has a duty on the mission.
Okay.
I said like
Well,
earlier,
My
like
duty is
Ah.
internal security or something along those lines.
It is
Yeah.
internal security.
So it will make sense. It's a good point.
Okay.
same. Susan, is there a stealth thing or is it skullduggery?
I do have stealth. But if you would allow me to run roll skullduggery, I'd rather do that. But
No, we'll go with stealth because it's in such close proximity. You're not breaking in, as it
I
were.
have 2 green then, please.
Can I help her with stealth?
Can you help with this?
If you
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
down as well and kind of if you kind of coordinate each other,
Yeah.
there's no reason why you couldn't. So what's your stealth?
My stealth is 1, but I have agility 3.
So it's his.
So it's his agility and your stealth.
No, I have no stealth.
Oh
He's
right,
got-
so
Oh.
it's just his then.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
fine. But then we get a boost for you
And
helping, and it's not that difficult.
another boost for the TV, or is the TV?
I was kind of factoring that into the difficulty, but no, you're
Oh.
right. It is a boost rather than anything else.
Okay.
So, either of you guys want to roll that?
No, you roll.
I'm rolling so well today.
That's
Oh.
triumph.
Yes, you are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a big success.
That's 4. That's 4 successes,
And a triumph.
and and a triumph, and half a threat. But yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. You manage to creep up behind him really easily, and as you kind of like get near him, you realise there's no one else in the room, and he is in fact asleep. He's just kind of dozed off.
I'm going to draw my knife, hold it to his throat,
Yep.
nudge him awake, and go.
With one hand over his mouth, I would
Yeah,
assume.
I've also got my blaster out. I'm like.
Okay.
looking at him.
Good morning, Mr. Zale, I suppose.
He kind of opens his eyes and looks around and goes, and
Now,
looks
what on earth would
really
someone
very
like
panicked.
you be doing here in such beautiful lodgings on the middle of an Imperial ship?
They didn't have a prisoner compartment?
Really?
Look, I can give you money.
We don't want.
I think I hear
Money?
this. I hear this. I'm like,
He's like, money?
We don't want
Probably
your
didn't
money.
say like Scooby-Doo like that.
Well, the money would be nice, but that's not really what we're after. What with, being actual members of the proper rebellion.
Hey, I'm a member of the Rebel Alliance too. Look, the uniform?
Oh, if we're going by a uniform, then I must be a dock worker.
It would be more convincing.
She says,
if-
throwing her hands up in the air. Just like,
The uniform would be more convincing if you weren't stowed away living in luxury on board an Empire's ship.
Like I say, a lot of money.
It's not good enough.
Just don't kill me.
I don't think we're gonna kill you because I think we're here to deliver you to somebody who will probably kill you later.
Over a long period of
great.
time.
I mean, you're not gonna enjoy it, but we're not gonna kill you right now. If all goes to plan, then you may find yourself.
Are you guys explaining your
I'm not explaining.
Neil's just saying with his head in his hands.
If all goes
Shut
to
up!
plan-
Stop
If all
talking!
goes to plan, you will find yourself in much worse quarters
Basically,
than
I'm
this.
trying to very quietly
soon.
intimidate
Just
him.
But we don't
tell
want
us
to kill this
everything,
guy.
and we'll kill you.
No.
Look,
We
it's
want
like.
something out of him.
I don't even think we just want to deliver him.
He might have some use as well.
He might know his way around the ship, I suppose.
Oh my
Do you,
Do you have
know
a-
your way around the
We are
ship?
the
Any
most
friends?
fucking shambolic.
Shut up.
we can't
Not
be in the
even,
room
you
now.
know.
You know.
I don't suppose you have any friends on the ship that might want to help us out.
I don't know anyone. They just brought me on here to transport me. Honestly,
And gave you a TV.
some privileges.
He's clearly
Why?
an informant. We don't have to ask him. He's clearly an informant.
I know, but I like watching him squirm.
Fine. Like the Celestin says, I'm an informer, okay? You would too for the money I'm being paid.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm just sitting in the bed.
Whatever. Tie me up and be on your way or whatever you're doing.
I'm going to go back to the vents and tell everybody to get out because there's nobody in this room and why not?
This is
Get
not
out of
a
the
bad
vents,
idea.
guys. There's nobody in here.
Right, we
Show him all your faces.
Yeah, exactly.
How many of us there are?
How well equipped we are.
This guy isn't going to be talking to
No.
anybody anytime soon.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull him out of his chair. I'm going to take you through to the bathroom. I'm going to lock the bathroom from the inside. And then I'm going to use binders to tie him to the sink or something.
I can
And
think
then
of a more
we'll leave.
permanent solution to this problem.
No!
And then you're going
You
to
like the
Shoot
rebels
him with a
want
stun
him.
gun.
Yes, thank you. And also, and not before. I don't even. I was just like, let's just we'll do that. We'll shoot him with the stun gun. Sorry, mate. I do feel rude just talking about this in front of you, but it's going to happen. At least not letting this robot here kill you. Before while we're all still in a good mood, which we clearly aren't. Do you want us to have anything that might make us perhaps treat you more nicely and not just get the robot be the last one out and shoot in the legs or something? Because he likes doing that.
Okay. Look, the next cargo module. It has some experimental fighter craft in it or something.
Cool.
You could take that and just go maybe. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe not.
That's not a bad idea at all, actually. We should definitely consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. How keen are you on breaking his legs, D4?
I don't think that was good enough. Surely you know more.
That's all I know. I was just led on here through that cargo module. I just saw it. Some advanced TIE fighter.
What do you know about somebody noir?
No.
No.
Don't let him know.
He's in charge of the ship.
Come on, informant, inform.
I don't know anything about him. I've been working with the Rebel Alliance for 2 years.
I'm going to menace him with my blaster. Come on now.
I don't know anything else. This is just the ship they're using to transport me.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Where have you come from?
I'm going for a meeting with Imperial intelligence.
It's pretty informative. Pretty good. Maybe we shouldn't break his legs.
I'm still on the fence.
If anything, we should break his legs more.
Just stop talking, okay? It's just like.
But I agree, he seems to be more or less on the level.
I hate to leave them all, tied up by these vents with all those vent creatures inside. When we could leave
What?
it open and they could just come out.
Yeah.
We are in
Yeah,
quite a hurry though.
Yeah.
We are in a hurry. Maybe we'd forget to close it on the way out.
Could happen.
Could happen very easily.
Do what you want. I've told you everything I know. I can give you large amounts of lists of rebel operations if you want, but I'm guessing you're not interested in those.
How about when everything is finished, we come back and you tell us exactly what you've told the Empire?
Nothing yet. That's what I'm on my way to do.
God, I want to shoot this guy. Look, I think we've
Leave
seen
him.
enough here, perhaps. I think.
Alright.
This one hasn't
Leaving
needed.
him tight to the sink.
While he's being dragged
Yeah,
in,
stop.
I just whisper to him.
Yeah,
So you
we
say
gotta
there's
stop.
money in being an
We're
informant.
going to stun you as well if you don't get in that vent.
So
Get back in
you,
the vent and leave.
you're just gonna bite me to the sink. You don't have to stun me.
No, we'll get it.
No,
started.
No, I think
Totally,
we're
yeah,
gonna stun you.
Oh.
Do you want to stun him?
I'll stun him immediately.
Yes. He makes a noise that's a bit like that. He's stunned.
Good job with the gas canister. You did it. Keep it up.
No one got discharged this time. Blown up with
It just stuns everybody in the party. We'll all just wake up with an like.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
gone
barrel back into the vent.
on with the experimental craft. So, with the informants safely tied up and stunned, you head back off into the vents and off into the end of the session.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank
So that-
God.
I was going to say, like, at the end of the previous sessions, for people listening, like, whenever I go, hooray, at the beginning and end, you guys kind of go, and it makes you sound like you've been coerced into doing the role-playing. So that was a bit more enthusiastic, and I like that. And then Justin ruined it all. Ruined it all.
This episode has not been a successful episode.
No, it hasn't.
That's
why
speak
it's
for
fun.
yourself.
I don't know what you mean. We walked into an Imperial Security Centre, said, "What on earth do we do?" I know, let's just go for the doors. And then you flustered a bit, and then we ran out because we
Yeah.
jumped
I don't know.
Just become the
I honestly couldn't
Five
believe
minutes
that I described the layout and you just said, I'll just walk forward.
So I
literally
Like-
had no idea what you wanted us to do at that point.
you say this
I didn't
wasn't.
want you to do anything. It's a sandbox for you to play around with as you will.
You say this hasn't been a successful session, but like I got to menace someone with a knife,
I
so
got to
I'm
kill
happy.
two guys, so...
I hate to point out that the entire ship still knows that there's
Yeah.
rebel stowaways on the ship.
Yeah.
And that we're using the vents.
Yeah.
Can we just say we're all here to see Imperial intelligence as well? We're all informants. Just...
Yeah, that would be
we'd like to
interesting.
tell you anything about
Just
it.
all sit in the room. We were always here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we've been watching the show for
Unfortunately, in
weeks.
Gil's case, he generally would be an informant.
We're just here to inform as well. Just we really want to inform to Nor. Actually, if you could just take us straight to Nor, that would be good. Okay, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.